Okay, today I'm going to do the Z Tong giveaway drawing, but first I'd like to take these copper scraps, this little cup that I made a while back, and other pieces of copper, and to recast them into one solid shape. Just make a copper ingot. I made this little steel crucible out of a piece of heavy pipe and welded on the bottom, but for today this is just too small. You'll remember not too long back I bought these two refractory ceramic crucibles, and so I'll use one of these today. Unfortunately, it's too tall, so I'll have to cut it down a little bit. I've got this little bag of mientu, or clay. You can get this stuff at any arts and crafts store. I think I paid around $1 for this. So I'll use this to try to make a mold. I've done this before and it was wildly unsuccessful, mainly because I didn't let the clay dry out enough. It had so much moisture that when the molten metal came in contact with it, it just exploded. I want to thank a trio of guys for their recent generous donations to the channel. They are Richard Short, Richard Hazel, and Brian Tutlow. Without donations, oftentimes it would be difficult for me to set aside enough time for these videos, even if it's just my simple crazy experiment style like this video here. So, really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, fellas. And by the way, Richard Short is also a new Patreon supporter. Trying to get fancy and put this mark in here, but even if it did work out, it would come out backwards. I think I'll use this ring for any excess melted copper. This is just simple boric acid. I'll add as I add more copper. Piece is a lot thicker and harder, so I'll heat it up to chop it into small enough pieces that'll fit. Okay, this seems pretty dry, but I'm expecting the worst, so I'm prepared in case it does explode. So I'll load as much of that scrap in as I can, and I've got my main mold there and then this secondary mold, and here we go. I'll put what I've got in this crucible inside the forge and get going. I can actually check on the progress by just looking straight down. I can see when the pieces actually melt. That's about all I can fit in, plus I think that'll be just the right amount. I'll save these scraps for another day. Well, it's liquid on top, but after sticking this rod in, it's not melted towards the bottom. So back into the forge it goes. The way this copper stuck to that steel rod gives me an idea for another project. Just to be sure, I dialed the pressure up on my forge to 10 psi, which is double the normal forging pressure that I operate at. I don't advocate that anyone do as I do here. Like I said before, I'm prepared in case something goes awry, because I know it could. So at any rate, do this at your own risk. Based on what I see, I'm standing back, because I know it's about to pop. Definitely too much moisture in this clay. Well, I've successfully made a copper granola bar. This crucible is good and definitely reusable. This disc is a much cleaner casting. I'll hammer on this to get it in better shape. Not bad at all. I'll reuse these pieces for other projects. Okay, the time of the drawing is upon us. First, here's my copper granola bar, ready to be repurposed. Also, if anyone needs anything like a hammer or anything like that, let me know and I'll be sure to give you a discount for being a valued viewer. Thanks. And one other thing, here's the tong for the drawing for one lucky person, courtesy of Jared MacArthur. Thanks very much. And no good deed goes unrewarded, or something like that. And so I made a second, and this is for Jared. So I couldn't let him go without. So there you go. And again, if anyone would like one of these tongs, just let me know and I'll do my best. All right, so, all right, on to the drawing. I've got quite a few names. I've got over 200 names, and what I did was I printed everything out, got everybody here, and so what I'm going to do is, or what I did do is I put a number, a corresponding number next to everyone's name in no particular order. So everyone has one number, 1 to 200 and whatever. So and then what I did was I made slips of paper, and each with one number. And so what I'll do is I'll to make it a little bit more interesting, I'll draw grade 8. I'll draw 8 people first, and then I'll draw fabulous 4, and then from those 4 I'll draw the final winner, just to make it a little bit more interesting. So, okay, without any further ado, mix them up, and I'll pull out 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I've got 8 here. So let me check the numbers, and I got to check them on the list here. Hold on, I might have to shut the camera off for a second, but yeah, I'll read these numbers off first. Let me see. I've got one is 18. Obviously, you don't know who that is. I have to check, and then I'll let you know. 18, 53, 144, 45, 94, 139, 160, And the final for the grade 8, 161. Ooh, 160 and 161. Okay, so yeah, let me go to this here. Let me sort this out, and then I'll come back and let you know who those people are. Actually, too, that I printed everyone out. Now, some people didn't want to be entered into the drawing, so if that's the case, then I'll draw another person out. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and I checked the 8 people, and they all qualify. They all have left their comments saying that they would like to be entered in the drawing. So those people are. Sorry, this is really small. Number 18 is Soggy Bottom Forge / Joe. Okay. Number 45 is Honeycut Racing. Number 53 is CJP. Number 94 is Sonny Belson. He donates a lot to the channel. You know, I'm making this all on the up and up. Of course, I'd like to see someone who's a big supporter win, but, you know, this is fair. So, fair for all. So, Sonny Belson, 94. Number 139, Sticks and Stones. And then the last two, number 160 is Al Lonis. And number 161 is Roman Seppala. Okay, so now we'll empty these out. Maybe, you know, come again for another drawing, those who didn't get picked. And these 8 go in. All right. And now I'll pick out the fabulous 4 without looking. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So the 4 numbers are, if you remember your number, you'll know who you are. Number 144, number 160, number 53, and number 45. Okay, that's the fabulous 4. So we dump these out, put those in, and draw the final winner. Oh, this is so exciting. By the way, and the winner, you know, please give me your address, and I'll have your Tong off in the mail on next Tuesday. On Monday, I'm a little bit busy. So once you find out you've won, email me your address, and if I don't hear from you, I'll contact you. But please email me if you can, and I'll have it in the mail on Tuesday, and give you the tracking shortly after I send. And Jared MacArthur, I'll have his in the mail on the same day. All right, the winner is of the Z Tong. The winner is, let me just read the name, it'd be better. Winner is Honeycut Racing. All right, so Honeycut Racing, please get in touch, and I'll send you off your Tong. Congratulations. And, you know, I probably should read his comment. This way you can see what he wrote. He says, did I ever tell you you're my hero with lettuce and tomato? No, yeah, he didn't say that. He says, would like to enter to get the Tongs. I've been slowly building a forge, not really got many tools for work, holding besides a vise, channel locks, a pair of way too short vise grips, and watching everything I can learn about forging for the past 5 to 6 years. I'm 38 years old, getting a late start, I know, but your channel and others have piqued my interest in this craft. So thanks for letting us enter the win, and more importantly, thank you for the inspiration to get into forging. So very well said, Honeycut Racing. Congratulations, thanks to all. Catch you guys next time.